Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Paul PK Kemsley is in his little feelings, he is a hurt man, he is in his feelings, and he is clapping back at our girl, Garcelle Beauvais, who doubled down on her opinion that something was not right or legit about the home invasion of PK and Dorit's home in 2023. I am of the same opinion. I do think that it was an insurance scam. I think the whole situation didn't seem right. It seemed like fraud to me. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's true. That's just my opinion. So let's get into PK's hurt feelings and how he's trying to clap back at Garcelle. Like they say, a hit dog will holler. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. It's a fun and easy way to support the show, and I'd really appreciate it. So with that, let's go. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Paul P.K. Kemsley spoke out against Garcelle Beauvais on his Instagram story after Bravo shared a sneak peek at the December 17th episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, suggesting she had insinuated that he was involved in wife Dorit Kemsley's 2023 robbery. Following the sharing of the shocking sneak peek, which Bravo titled "Is Garcelle Beauvais insinuating PK was involved in Dorit Kemsley's robbery?" I mean, does it get more repetitive or obvious than that? Paul Piquet took to social media to lash out at Garcelle as the network removed the clip from its website. Garcelle Beauvais, there must be a better way of making money, ... Maybe change your manager, he wrote. Okay, listen, Paul. And I'm going to call you Paul because you don't get PK status right now. I know you're in your little feelings because Garcelle has the guts to double down on what everybody pretty much thinks that that your robbery didn't make any sense. Like, you weren't that upset about it. And I don't know any robbers who are kind enough to give the person that they just robbed, allegedly an armed robbery with a pew pew, is going to then be so kind to gently leave this person's very expensive phone at their gate. None of that makes any sense. And like Garcelle said, it seemed like Dorit still had all of her jewelry after her alleged robbery. It seems like nothing was actually taken. She still had access to everything. And the fact that you would even take to your social media to try and clap back at Garcelle kind of makes you look guilty. Thou does protest too much, like I said in the intro, a hit dog will holler. Like, you're kind of showing yourself, your slip is showing. I think if you didn't have anything to hide, it would roll off your back. I think you wouldn't even get into women's business like that. Because even though she said that someone was involved, she was coming for Dorit. And I get these guys are like, I'm going to protect and defend my wife. There's nothing to protect or defend her from in this particular situation. She's having a conversation with Sutton. She's not talking to your wife. You're not watching anything go down. You don't have to intervene. So stop it. And then also talking about find yourself a new manager. Weren't you the fake fraud faux manager of Boy George? Like, what is that? Or George Michael? One of the two. I can't remember who it was. Boy George or George Michael? I don't know the difference, to be honest with you. So you are allegedly the manager of those guys, but like, he was living with you. But there was like, what was going on with that? Where's their album? Are they trending? Maybe he found a new manager. Paul, I usually like you, but at this point, you need to sit down and have self-receipts. Don't come for Garcelle. Don't come for her, okay? I get it. What she said probably hurt, probably hit a nerve, but she's really coming for your wife. You just got hit with you're just getting hit with strays, to be honest. Anyway. In the sneak peek in question, Garcelle was seen chatting with Sutton, who expressed concern about Dorit's potentially impending divorce from estranged husband PK. When I said last year about her jewelry and the robbery, I don't think Dorit had anything to do with that, Garcelle admitted, but I think someone did. Continuing on, not naming anyone by name, Garcelle added, I think Dorit just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Could be. Maybe that's why she wanted to milk this alleged PTSD storyline And that's why PK was basically just like, "You seem ridiculous to me. This is obnoxious," because there was really never a threat. So in PK's mind, again, this is just my opinion, alleged, hypothetically speaking, if PK did set up that robbery in order to get insurance money, he knows there was no threat. So he's like, I set this, whether I slash we set this up, there was no actual threat. Why are you pretending to have PTSD when there wasn't a threat? And Dorit's like, shut up, honey. I need a storyline. I need to talk about something. I need to milk this, play along. And he wasn't willing to pay along because he was too nonchalant about it. Because even though they give grifter vibes and fraudster vibes and all of that, I do think that at the end of the day, he would care more if his wife and children were truly in harm's way, where armed men invaded their home while their children were sleeping, and his wife had to negotiate their lives. That's what Dorit said. Dorit said her children were sleeping and she had to negotiate for the life of herself and her children. Say what you want about PK. I do think that he would feel a different type of way about the whole situation if that threat had been real. So there's that. Okay. Although Bravo shared the clip last week, the link now goes to the main page of its website. 1 year prior, Garcelle raised questions about the jewelry that had been taken in Dorit's home robbery, suggesting that there was more to the story. However, in response to her co-star suspicions, Dorit said on Watch What Happens Live that Garcelle's comments were quite hurtful. Look, this is the thing. If Bravo took down the clip, I'm guessing it's because PK threatened legal action. I'm sure he's worried about legal action. Maybe that's why they're having this fake separation. PK and Dorit are pretending to separate. I don't think it has anything to do with alcoholism. I don't think it has anything to do with sobriety because their stories are different. She says he's an alcoholic and I can't take it. He says, I'm getting sober. I want space from her because now I'm clear. None of it makes any sense, okay? I think it's a fake separation for the cameras, for storyline, for relevancy and drama, and for any upcoming legal stuff. Like if it turns out that they are being investigated for this scam, this alleged fraud scam or something else. Their home is in pre-foreclosure allegedly. So I think it's more financial and any legal problems they're trying to get ahead of. That's kind of sorry. That seems like more of what the case is with this split. Or on the flip side, they've been split up for a while and they've been faking being together for the show. But now it's more salacious, it's more storyline, it's more beneficial to be honest about their split for relevancy and storyline because they saw what happened with, Kyle and Mauricio and all that stuff. And so they're bumping up the date of the separation. Like now we're separated when the truth is maybe they've been separated for a while. Any way you slice it, I don't buy their story. Just sounds like a bunch of lies to me. But I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about PK being in his feelings? Oh, and also I think the biggest thing will be because they said that Bravo took down the clip on the website. We have to have hawk eyes and see if they leave this clip in the actual episode. Okay. So the episode airs tomorrow, the 17th on Bravo, the 18th, Wednesday on Peacock. We'll be doing a live review on the 18th. Okay. So let's watch and see if Bravo leaves the actual conversation in the episode itself. I hope they do, but we'll see. So, with that, you guys, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.